He may be the toughest man in their own gym. Sandbags that keep punching. Wait until the little brother arrives. He just stopped. Unexpectedly, when the sandbag was dropped on the ground, it turned out that the sandbag contained a live-in person. This one is wearing a domineering and mighty man named Zhang. He is the most powerful gang boss in the central region. Zhang. To the serious crime leader made a call. He gives it to himself all the time. The leader of the management team complained. Because of the Mad Dog police under the other party. Making trouble on his turf again? This is the South Korean police authorities in the process of compromise approach to controlled violence. As long as the gang doesn't cause massive social panic, police leaders who are usually stuffed with money will turn a blind eye to the gang. And the Mad Dog police that Zhang Dong-shu mentioned is the sturdy figure in front of you. Young people with a rebellious face are too rare. He is not used to black corpses. Twice. He will come to Zhang Dong-shu's place to chat. The little brother in charge of watching the scene took out a few $100. I want to get rid of him, but it just pissed him off. Grumpy. He took a few punks without saying a word down the stairs. And he's actually here to take advantage because there was a big traffic jam on the road where he was going to the crime scene. Gangster boy he knew. He arrived at his destination on his motorcycle. The scene has been surrounded by a lot of melon eaters and reporters. There's been a murder here. In a car, a man lay dead in a car. He was brutally stabbed with a knife. I see it sucking and frowning. He went around to the back of the car. Suddenly, I saw a little white paint attached to the rear bumper. He quickly called the beautiful donkey forensic doctor. Well, Shoto has to react every few days. How many days? Almost. If you understand the situation, give me it will be difficult to show him definitely going out. The most terrifying thing is that this case is premeditated murder. Let's go back a few hours. It's under this bridge. A white Hyundai car suddenly accelerated, hit the black sedan ahead. Middle-aged man who was hit by a car with your phone and take pictures. So he seems to be asking the insurance company for compensation. But he didn't notice. The man who bumped into him suddenly took action. The murderous man has a terrifying famous school on his face. It seems that he is enjoying the moment of killing. After this villain is done with the people in the car, he got back in his car and drove away. Just at the time of the normal headache case, gang boss Zhang Dong-shu is dating a man named negotiating little Rolo who was about to be beaten to death by him during the day. Who is on the road. Two people are fighting for the slot machine tub. Relative time. Brother Zhang Dong's deputy really can't stand it. Two sentences. For a while. The deputies of the two bosses are about to fight. Everyone grits Skirnet. Seeing a bowl of noodles, they all jumped on their own little brother. Zhang Dong-shu can't sit still. He has to stand up and deal with it fairly. He finished his little brother with one punch. He's going to cut into the other party's little brother. A-H-H-H-H-H. Zhang Dong-shu pull out the two front teeth of the upper brother. Throw it in the glass. This hand has suppressed the upper row. He dared not make irresponsible remarks in front of Zhang Dong-shu again. While the gang was negotiating, Gentai West, the police station where you are located, is also busy working overtime for meetings. The jurisdiction, a gruesome homicide. Owners analyze. Murderers don't kill for robbery. Maybe it's just indiscriminate anger and murder. But the team leader is too lazy to listen to their analysis. Experienced detectives take over the investigation. As the leader of the second group, I'm not happy to hear such an arrangement because his investigation has a little bit of a clue. Right. I ate some pineapples. Go up the mountain and do it. If you eat a meal of noodles, you need to splash 2 spoonfuls of rice. Incredibly boring. Look at this hair. It's all up to me to see you. Look at this skin bag. Pua is unknown. He's waiting for Carrie, 5 million. Kim management wants Carrie. As soon as I heard it, I wanted to make the case on the ring homicide case. The team leader has a headache. He directly interrupted Zhang Takes his analysis. Let him mind his own business. He also sneered at him for being so anxious. Are you in a hurry to get promoted and make a fortune? 7 Gentai wives are so angry. He was banging on the table with the book. And what they didn't expect was the murderer they discussed comes out again tonight. Gang boss Jung Dong Sho finished the negotiation. He is not very good. Let all the little brothers go home. He's driving home by himself, as if he were driving a Mercedes limousine. When galloping in the rainy night, his car was suddenly hit from behind. Jung Jung-shu, who didn't know why, got off the car and was rear-ended by a white Hyundai. Watch the other driver turn his face, deliberately hiding under the hood. Jung Jung-shu experienced to sense something wrong. Haven't tangled with each other too much. Get ready to forget it and get out of here. But I didn't expect him to turn around and get in the car. The weekend man suddenly approached, holding a sharp knife and calling him a fork. And let the weekend man know he's going to kill this time is strong. After being stabbed twice, he could still push him away with one palm. As a result, Jung Dong-shu fell to the ground. Dong Mulan doesn't believe in evil and insists on killing the strong man in front of her with a sharp blade again. Jung Dong-shu grasps the sharp knife with one hand. He slapped the knife-hat orchid with his huge palm. In a fierce struggle, Jung Dong-shu, with a sturdy body, grabbed the sharp knife from the opponent's hand. He stabbed into the chest of the knife-hat basket. Knife-hat basket saw that he could no longer kill the opponent. Get in the car and run away with the knife and gun. Before he ran away, don't forget to drive hard into Jung Dong, fleeing in the pouring rain, leaving a gang boss covered in scars, lying unconscious on the wet road. Jung Jung-shu was rushed to the hospital emergency room. Just as he was being rescued by the doctor, his brave little brothers have also taken revenge. I thought he was the second in command who sent someone to assassinate the boss. With a large number of younger brothers, they rushed into the demi camp. Facing the subordinates of the upper road is a meal of cutting melons and knowing that he was defeated. He jumped out of the window and escaped alone. Just as Jung Dong-shu was lying in the operating room, psychopath. He was in the car dressing his wounds. He was afraid to go to the hospital. Grit your teeth, suture your own knife wound directly with a stapler. Then register yourself for a sterilization needle. Sure enough, he is ruthless, and he did it all. The inner benefit starts to stir again. An old animal farmer. Pity became the target of his vent at the moment. Jung Dong-shu was pulled back from the brink of death. This is also due to his stalky side. Class 3 is strong and waiting for the body to arrive. After beating up everyone on the road, Jung Dong-shu shook his head. He had seen the killer's face. This man is learned and ruthless, and don't seem to know him at all. Jung Dong-shu still vaguely remembers the color and of the model. First two license plate numbers. He asked his deputy to follow this lead. Go find the car. And this is the moment in Jung Dong-shu's luxurious ward. Suddenly broke in an uninvited guest. The visitor is the police officer who often troubles his factory. As soon as Zhang Taxi came, he had a war of words. After all, with Jung Dong-shu. The two are ice thieves who are incompatible. Jung Dong-shu is in the eyes of Zhang Taxi. It also has a special layer of identity. That is from Metamorphosis the Chain. Only surviving witness in the hands of the murderer. So he wants to get it from Jung Dong-shu. Some clues to the murderer. The murderer can be apprehended and brought to justice as soon as possible. Jung Dong-shu couldn't help but in his opinion, the police in South Korea let the police catch it faster than he caught it himself. Seeing Jung Dong-shu so uncooperative, he can only investigate it himself. He drove to the hospital's underground parking garage, found Jung Dong-shu's luxury Mercedes-Benz sedan. After checking around, sure enough, white paint was found on the rear of the car. It seems that his estimate was correct. The person who assassinated Jung Dong-shu was the previous person in the murder case, and Jung Dong-shu just sent away the god of plague. Here comes another person he doesn't want to see. Compete with him for profit. Due to his younger brothers, he was beaten for nothing by Jung Dong-shu's men. The cunning will not rest well. He directly asked the lion for money and the place. Even before leaving, he did not forget to mock Jung Dong-shu fiercely. Looking at the sharp teeth and sharp mouth, Jung Zuo makes fun of the surface. Uneventful. In fact, there is already killing intent in my heart. And just as he was on fire, the psychopathic murderer is out looking for prey again. At a gas station in a service area, he is drinking water. Suddenly, I heard the truck driver next to me talking to family on the phone. That's not enough. Tell him to give me a penny and go to your hanging up. Oh, Xing Yi. Ah, the legend of Shiji King. But it's for Sims. You fall into my shame and believe that I can really compensate was too easy. Hey, gee, Xing Yi is fast enough. Won't you? any topic related to children. In him, it is the mechanism that triggers the desire to kill. When he stabbed someone so hard, Jong Dong-shu also started his operation. He spent a lot of money to hire a great planner, draw a portrait of the murderer based on his description. Jong Dong-shu handed the portrait to his younger brother. Let him be better than the police. Find this pervert faster. He wants to deal with this person himself. And the perverted murderer on the other side killed the driver who didn't want to celebrate his child's birthday. He got into the other party's big truck and was about to run away. As soon as he got in the car, I found it in the passenger seat. There is a beautifully packaged birthday cake. Looks like he killed the wrong person. The driver is a good father. He wanted to surprise his family. To say that on the phone. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you kill one more person for homicide and he was driving along while munching on someone else's birthday cake. And he doesn't feel any sweetness at all. Only infinite hatred for childhood experiences. This is the moment. Behind the cab curtain, suddenly a person appeared. The murderer laughed. It seems that tonight is really suspense. Surprised. He kills at the same time, driving in a constantly shaking car. The knife he killed was thrown into the weeds by the roadside. The other side, since Jong Dong-soo is the boss of the gang, news of the assassination went viral. The luxury casino he built with his own investment. There should have been a lot of investors. I heard the rumors and lost confidence. Don't dare to invest any more money. Many people feel, is Jong Dong-soo about to fall? See yourself with real money. Projects are going to be wasted. It's all thanks to that murderer. Jong Dong-shu at this urgently need to find that perverted killer. Broken rumors. And the men he sent to search the group finally got a little result. The white car driven by that perverted murderer. They found it. And the sharp knife that fell by the side of the road. Also brought back by the deputy. I saw that this one once wanted me. Knife. Jong Dong-shu is enough to hold his heart. He called for the first time. I called the one who couldn't see each other. Jang Ka-seok told the police officer what he thought. Jong Dong-shu wants to cooperate with the police officer in front of him. Integrate the resources. Let's catch that perverted murderer together. As for the final disposal of the prisoners, it depends on who catches the culprit first. Looking at the state of no smile in front of you, Zhang Taixi, who is eager to catch the criminal, agreed to Jong Dong-shu's invitation. And Jong Dong-shu is directly gave the prisoner strategic portrait, but his brain is smooth. I don't fully believe in Gentai West. He pulls out a tape recorder. Put the positive West just now. The voice that promised to partner with him to arrest clearly. People. Seeing that he was caught by the other party, Gentai Ziki will not come out. He picked up the recorder on the table for a while. Private chat. He thought he just had to destroy the recorder. You'll be fine. I didn't expect Jong Dong-shu. Then I turned on the TV hanging on the wall. Turns out the whole room is full of cameras he installed. Jenks' words, everything was photographed clearly. He was so angry that he directly pulled out this pistol. Big guy. The trouble is too rare. I still found two good partners in my group, convincing two people to work with the gang to make arrests. After all, both sides have their own advantages. Jang Dong-shu has a lot, driving a white car and portraits of faces, and he can put it to good use. Police investigation, analysis, and fingerprint DNA identification get more techniques. Useful information. Both parties can catch the suspect before make good use of each other. And just in the West, a few police officers were busy collecting. Are on the car. Jong Dong-shu decided to make good use of it. Perverted murderer's knife. To get rid of your own troubles. He let his deputies sneak into Shangdao's house with a sharp knife with the fingerprints of a murderer. Stabbed this to death. The underworld boss who has been having trouble with himself. The female forensic doctor is at the crime scene of the messenger. The sharp knife contains the DNA of the previous 3 murderers. This means that this is a very serious serial murder case. Reporto, superior. I told Zhang Taixi this important information in advance. Chin Tae-shi understood as soon as he heard it. Angry that he rushed directly to Jong Dong-shu's house. Jong Dong-shu, using the murderer's tools, killed Shangdao and planted it on the murderer. He was so angry that he wanted to beat the fat man, the opponent's opponent. The other party fell to the ground lightly. It is too rare to help. He can only catch the suspect as soon as possible. Take care of this big guy. Serial homicide news. All of a sudden, it stirred up a continuous indiscriminate murderers are still out there. It caused panic in the public. The high-level police department has finally come to terms with this. A higher-level wide-area search team was directly dispatched. The police station of Gangtai Nominally, the two sides jointly handled the case. This has already handed over the case. Speaking of wide area search teams, in fact, many Korean crime
been
movies
here before,
including the crimes I explained
in
earlier.
the urban series.
Marcy ended up on the wide area search team as well. Here to everyone, briefly introduce the rank of the Korean police. The highest level in the system is the Department of Administrative Security. He is the central department of the operation of the Korean state government. Disaster Safety. Next up is the Korean National Police Agency. Coordinate major cases across the country. Develop programming rules for wide area search teams. Coordinate case management across multiple cities. Then there is the local police department, including police departments in 18 regions of South Korea. Police department. Then came the wide area search team. He is directly under the search department of the Korean National Police Agency. It's an elite criminal investigation unit responsible for detection of major cross-regional cases, similar to the Japanese Wide Area Mobile Search Squad. Next is the local police station. That is the unit where Jangtae West is located. The most basic unit is the dispatch office. And this is the Wide Area Search Team coming up close. It is a constant cynicism towards Zhang Taexi and others. The two groups almost got into a fight. This time it's too west. I have to hurry up and solve the case. At the follow-up meeting, Jong Dong-shu and his younger brothers also participated. It seems that I saw one among the familiar face, but in a blink of an eye, the person disappeared again. Psychopathic murderer. I did come to the follow-up guidance meeting. He found his next in line. He handed him a small note and left. The first deputy only knows now. The person who killed his boss turned out to be right in front of him. He won't just let this hatred go. And the perverted murderer was framed. I am also extremely unhappy. One night, he's on a deserted street corner. Hit a car. Let go of your anger, all on innocent people. For him, killing is as easy as eating. No guilt at all. In Jong Dong-shu's warehouse, Jong Dong-shu and Zhang Taexi, while busy looking for the spider on the white car. Silk trail. Zhang Taexi is really under the steering wheel. Found a trace? Bloodstains can be found at this moment. The door of the warehouse was suddenly knocked open. A group of gangsters charged at the two with weapons just smashed. It turned out that the revenge on behalf of the people came. Although there are many opponents, but Jong Dong-shu and JT's fist is not ordinary. So many people just didn't take down the two. And Jong Dong-shu's force value is even more amazing. A pair of iron fists slumped the enemy. Seeing that the younger brothers can't do it, the deputy himself drew the sharp knife, rushing towards Jong Dong-shu. But he is no match for Jong Dong-shu after all. Pushed aside by his hands, Zhang Taexi also pounced on it. Two people went through a desperate struggle, finally defeated a large group of people, and the head is on the side of the breast. I just found out that the deputy he just threw down. A sharp knife was inserted into the chest. He was in a cold sweat. I didn't expect to accidentally kill someone. The experienced Jong Dong-shu told him to leave quickly. Clean up the aftermath. Taexi killed for the first time. Still muttering in a panic, I don't know what to do. Follow if you fought, and take you empty. Jong Dong-shu's method of handling the aftermath directly used the corpse with a shovel buried in his own construction site. In this way, he has completely solved the big problem of Shang Dao's confidants. He is in a good mood. I entertained other big brothers on the road. I want to win over people. Consolidate your status in the rivers and lakes. I didn't expect a boss present. I don't know if it's not pleasant to see Jong Dong-shu eating high-end seafood while making irresponsible remarks about the death of The only person who needs to be named is Jong Dong-shu, who killed Shang Dao, who was originally smiling. His face became gloomy. In front of everyone, Jong Dong-shu, who received killed a call from Jangtae West, and I left them all behind. Went out to answer the phone. It turns out that Zhang Taexi analyzed the blood on the steering wheel of the white car. It turned out to be a missing person named Jiang. According to population information, found a nearby house, I found that it was full of various moldy aquarium, and the bookcase was full of religious books, and he was caught by a photo on the wall. the face of a young man in the photo. He is very familiar with. He quickly took out the portrait that Jong Dong-shu had given him. When compared with the photo, it is the same person. He finally found out the true identity of the murderer. Jong Dong-shu laughed when he heard the news. He and Jenk finally got close to this psychopathic murderer. According to the data, this Jong Jing-hao is 35 years old because he was abused by his father. So the heart is twisted and perverted. He would often talk to his mother in her 70s. And there are many core locations in the Anshan area recently. Just when black and white people analyze characters together, Jong Dong-shu's deputy and Zhang Taxi's colleague fighting because of a disagreement. Seeing that two waves of people are about to do it. I didn't wait for Jong Dong-shu to speak. Zhang Taxi got up first. You'd think it would talk more. Like, I'm better at prison marriage. Treated happy that I can't. Cut it out. In this regard, black and white officially Jong Dong-shu owns more than a wide area. Plus, major crime squad. Experience professional search methods. Everyone is in the Anshan area. Blanket search operation. All the streets in this area, all universities and colleges, all annual leave housing, all pass, search, all, even underground KTVs that only gangsters can burn, sauna and black internet cafes. Jong Dong-shu's subordinates didn't let it go either. And as the boss, Jong Dong-shu is not someone together when you have nothing to do. He came to the university town on while waiting for the right breath. I saw a female high school student next to me without an umbrella. Gang brother Jong Dong-shu said nothing. He handed the umbrella in his hand to the little girl. Don't forget to tell him to study hall. It's too busy at this time. The little girl in both eyes gets on the bus, but they didn't find. There were two people sitting in the car all the time for a psychopathic killer. Jong Jing-hao sat together for dinner in the evening. After such a period of cooperation with Beijing, master of Zheng, he has already formed a relationship with Jong Dong-shu's younger brother. Friendship. What's more, everyone has a common goal. That is to find a perverted murderer. Just when everyone is happy, drinking and chatting, there was a message on the television attracted Jong Dong-shu's attention. It turns out that another female high school student umbrella appeared at the crime scene. It is the umbrella that Jong Dong-shu gave to the little girl. Seeing this, Jong Dong-shu suddenly stood up. He can't eat this meal. Hurry up and get all the brothers along the bus route. Looking for the murderer? For a moment, everyone was back on the street. Began a new wave of major searches. Sure enough, Jong's signal didn't go very far. Shrinking hands in a cheap hotel finally found the location of the dead man. Since Jong's signal is not in the room at this time, and they turned it into a fence. Wait for the target to come back and fall into the trap. The crowd waited until late at night. I saw a white car slowly drove into the alley. Zheng taxi in the car at the intersection saw the man passing by in the white car. Even they have to find the near number. Seeing the white car slowly drive into the inside, and the cautious closer feels that the atmosphere is not quite right. He glanced up at the position of his room. I saw my room window at a glance. There's a guy standing inside, and there it is. Everyone stared nervously. A motionless white car. Suddenly, the next second, Jong Dong-shu, three cars with Zhang Jing-hao on a narrow street, launched a fierce chase. No matter how the two cars chase each other, never let Zhang Jing-hao's car stop. Jong Jing-hao's abrupt turn into an alley, resulting in two cars, Jong Dong-shu divided into two rows, and the three cars are gradually going to be wiped out again. Three cars smashed into each other violently, hit a few people, and feel dizzy. Jong Dong-shu reluctantly opened the white car door. And they found the car empty. Jong Jing-hao has disappeared. However, the deputy found the trace. Saw that pervert running with his life on the path. Several people quickly caught up, ran to a fork in the road. Jong Dong-shu and his deputy took it away. I didn't expect. Signal appeared on the road to revenge. Zhang Zhongshu heard something wrong, quickly, and his deputy has been arrested by Zhang Zhongshu stabbed several times in a row. When Zhang Zhongshu arrives, the deputy is dying. And the deputy told him to go after it quickly. Leave him alone. There is no way. Zhang Zhongshu can only leave her loyal little brother. Keep chasing the murderer. Zhang Zhongshu found blood on the side of the road. And the right one is an underground KTV. Zhang Zhongshu rushed in quickly from room to room. Suddenly found a bag. Something's not right in the room. The two girls in the room were shivering, singing and crying. Zhang Zhongshu knew he was going to find someone. Zhang Zhongshu punched the devil on the door. Put yourself! All the anger erupted. After 7 punches, Zhang Jinghao has been beaten unconscious. But it's not over yet. Zhang Zhongshu wants to take him away his final punishment. Zhang Zhongshu tied Zhang Jinghao to a chair angrily at the bastard in front of you. Most people say he usually passes out, but Zhang Jinghao ate so many mouths. Can you still hold on? The devil is still laughing wildly. In his opinion, Zhang Zhongshu and he are all the difference at all. People. Zhang Zhongshu doesn't want to hear the nonsense before he dies. Just as he raised his knife, it was about Zhang Jinghao cut off his neck. A car suddenly crashed into the warehouse. He bumped into Zhang Zhongshu. It turned out to be Zhang Taixi who got out of the car after he heard that the prisoner was taken away by Zhang Zhongshu. Just attacked the heart. Got here just in time. Finally knocked down Zhang Zhongshu before he could do it. Now, the near number is his victory. He took Zhang Jinghao back to the police station, showing off the prisoners he caught in front of the crowd. This time, the situation of the 3 people reversed Zhang Taixi became a great hero. Zhang Jinghao was taken to the hospital before going to court. And Zhang Zhongshu, these are the gang members being hunted down. His little brother. And the factory was raided by the police. But it wasn't over. Because with just a sharp knife, Zhang Jinghao cannot be sentenced to death at all. Because there is no substantial human and physical evidence can prove Zhang Jinghao who killed so many people. They beat him up in the interrogation room. In court, talking about reading the nearly numbered sections of law books, he knows Zhang Taixi couldn't produce any evidence at all. He never admitted to using the knife in his arrogant company. When the judge can't take him, the lawyer asked for an upright person to testify in court. This time, Zhang Jinghao was taken aback. When he saw the face of the right person, his face was ashes because Zhangren is the Zhang Zhongshu. He stabbed original. I really can't help it. Before the trial, Zhang Zhongshu again. Ask him to appear in court as a big man who is angry when he sees him. It's inevitable to beat him up. But in the end, Zhang Taixi persuaded. Let Zhang Zhongshu surrender. Because that's what makes that perverted demon the only way to be sentenced to death. So Zhang Zhongshu stood above the courtroom. He stood up and took off his suit, showing all the tattoos. He began to speak his own words. Look! 2. Now, bar. He seems to be asking me to play house cards. Neither writer knows. If these give me a gun, I didn't know about them last night. After passing through the father-in-law cave, kiss a secret. Finally, under the testimony of Zhang Zhongshu, the judge finally sentenced the man to death. Zhang Taixi, who solved the big case. Of honor. He was also promoted to an official position and sentenced to prison. The black boss sent to prison. But he was in a very good mood. Because he saw someone here he wanted to ravage, and that's the deal he made with Zhang Taixi to solve the case. Zhang Tai West, who always thinks he is just, finally agreed to this backdoor deal. Jong Dong-shu can still continue his punishment. It's just a different place. The film is from 2019. Released Korean crime action The movie is about the police. Mob boss. The story of 3 serial killers. In our traditional understanding, the police represent justice. The gang is evil. Killer stands for pervert. But the beginning of the movie completely broke the routine. The unspoken rules of black and white were revealed from the beginning. The police are incompetent in front of the underworld. Instead, the underworld took on the responsibilities of the police. Evil is no longer simply good or bad. It is a complex social phenomenon. The existence of evil in film is not isolated. Psycho killer kills indiscriminately. Reflects potential social unrest. The evil of the gang boss is to survive. Follow the law of the jungle. The evil of the police. It's a loss of self driven by desire. These 3 evils are intertwined. Evil is not a single form. They behave differently. Evil in the open is easy to prevent. Evil in the dark is elusive. The evil of the human heart, the most hidden. After all, once you step into the abyss of evil, it could never happen again. I am Uncle Lee. Recommend good movies. See you next time.